Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons in our NCAA Football series as we are reaching the final game of the regular season. Now, I did lose the Appalachian State recording, just a little technical snafu, so we didn't get to see that game, but we did kind of run through them pretty easily, dominate them fairly well, and put us in a position right now to be 9-2 on the season. Coming into game number 12, we are number 10 in the country facing off against number 11 Florida in Gainesville. This is going to be a big one, ladies and gentlemen. There is going to be a lot riding on this game. Now, in our division, NC State is still ahead of us. You know, they beat us. They only have one loss on the season. They're ranked, I want to say, in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken, around number 3 or so. And that's a pretty big deal. If they can get upset today in this episode, then there's potential for us to be in a tie between us and NC State for the top, along with, I think, Syracuse might have a shot as well. I believe they still only have 2 losses on the season. So we're looking at a possible 3-way tie and a slot in the ACC title game. Now, with all of that riding on the line, let's go ahead and jump on into this game here in the first quarter. About 7.5 minutes remaining as Credible takes the option. Keeper throws a man off of him and is brought down after a gain of about 15 yards on that one. Picking up the first down, getting to around the 15, 16-yard line here of the Florida Gators. This is our opening drive of the game, and this is going to be a big one, needing to get points immediately and set the tone here. And speaking of the devil, Maryland just took the lead over NC State by a touchdown, 7-3. And on our 1st and 10 snap, we throw it over to Douglas, who's going to get popped hard, and he does drop that ball. And that was a pretty vicious hit. He's unable to hang on to it, and that's going to create a 2nd and 10 here at the 16-yard line on our opening drive. Now coming out into the line, we are going to spread them out 3 wide in a shotgun formation. Ward in the backfield, offset to the right side. Credible's got the snap. They bring a blitz. It's going to be batted away. Right there, as he threw it, the free blitzer came through untouched, and we try to get it dump off the pass out to our left, and they do knock that one down to make it 3rd and 10 here. Credible just about 1 of 4 on this opening drive. Now 3rd and 10, they bring a blitz again. Credible rolls out to the right, finds Benson, who tries to cut it up and is only going to get about a yard or 2. And that's going to bring up 4th down here in this one, as we will go for a field goal here to get this game. Try to get some points up early as we do boot that one up, and it's going to be good all the way through to give us a 3-0 lead here in Gainesville. Now, taking a look at some scores from around the nation, look at that. Ohio State, number 2 in the country, has fallen to Michigan 34-27. That is a big-time game. Both teams now 10-2 in the Big Ten. And now looking at the NC State game I mentioned before, they are 10-1, but they are losing to Maryland right now. That could be a major upset that helps us quite a bit. And so we're going to come out here a little later in the first quarter on our 2nd offensive possession now, after stopping the Gators, and fire that one off, and it's going to be knocked down. Ventrell Miller with the deflection. He just stepped right in front of that. We are at the Gators' 41-yard line. Credible is just 2 of 6 on the day so far. Definitely need to look to get that improved. So on 2nd and 10, pistol formation, option, hand it off to Ward. He's going to go off right guard and pick up about 5 yards. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. Trayshawn Ward, his 3rd rush of the day for 16 yards, just over 5 yards a carry. That's kind of where we need him to be. So 3rd and 5 from the 35. We are out of field goal range. If we can avoid a sack, we are going to have to look at possible 4-down territory right here. So 3rd and 5, Credible changing up the play at the line. Gets the snap off. Gators bring a blitz. He fires that one over the middle. He's got McLean, who comes down at the catch at the 20-yard line, and he is tackled immediately. Malik McLean with his first touch of the ball on the day picks up 15 yards all the way down to about the 20. And that's going to keep this drive alive as Florida brought the all-out blitz, it looked like, leaving just a man coverage on the outside, and we were able to beat it. So 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Credible in a shotgun formation. Has the snap. Hands it off to Ward up the middle, and he's going to be brought down by Amari Burney, who's going to get that tackle behind the line. They are going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but it looked to be behind the line to me. And so that'll make it 2nd and 10 here at the 21-yard line. It's about 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Florida State, it's been a tough sludge to get all the way down here on our second drive. So 2nd and 10. Gators bring a blitz once again. Credible fires over to Jones. Bounces off one tackler. It's going to be brought down, look like by the face mask, but there is no penalty. There is no penalty. We do pick up 2 yards. Justin Jones, that's his first catch of the day as well. We're going to need to see a lot more out of him out of the slot. He has kind of fallen off over the last game or two. So 3rd and 9. Credible with the snap. Fires that one over the middle, and it's knocked down by Jadarius Perkins, his first deflection on the afternoon. And that's going to make it 4th and 9 and force us into a field goal position once again here at Florida. As we get that one up, and it's going to be good and right down the middle as we now lead 6-0 here after 1 quarter. And that, I mean, you're not going to win this game by field goals. We are going to have to start getting a touchdown at some point. Now, after forcing a turnover on the Gators, we do have possession of the ball in a good spot. The 41. It's going to be an option keeper to the left. Credible up the middle, and he's going to be hit hard after a gain of 5 yards. That was, I think, 2nd and about 2, so it's enough to get the first down. And that's going to give us a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line here. As Credible is going to come out to the line in a shotgun formation. 3 receivers with McDonald in the slot on the right side at tight end. Right side is bunched up. Credible has the snap. He drops back. He fires it deep down the right side. He's got him in. Wilson in the end zone. Ontario Wilson for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Wilson got free on that wheel route. And Credible laid it up there to him beautifully on the move right there by the pylon. And he's going to go strolling in and make this easily a 2-score game now. Leading 12-0 pending this extra point. And the kick is up by Fitzgerald and right down the middle. So 13-0 here in Gainesville. Still 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. And now a little later in the second, Florida is on the move. About just under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Florida comes out in a shotgun. They hand it off to Wright to the left side. He gets hit by Deloach, and he's pushing forward. And Naquan Wright picks up 13 yards. He should have been stopped about 10 yards before that, but getting a bunch of yardage after contact. Now it's still 1st and 10 here from the Seminole, about 23-yard line. As the Gators come out in a shotgun once again, Richardson hands it off to Johnson, and he's going to be smothered up the middle. Montrell Johnson gets the handoff, but he's unable to go anywhere. And he's actually going to lose about 3 yards on that one. The blitz was called perfectly on that play. So 2nd and 13 for the Gators from the Seminole 26. Richardson comes out in a shotgun once again. He's got the snap, stands back, blitz comes, he drops off the screen, and Cooper had him, but he lets him go right down the sideline, and he's brought down after a gain of 17 yards. Naquan Wright, they ran the blitz, and the Seminole defense actually read it fairly decently. He just got out there, and it was too quick for a defender to make the tackle look like a small little block in the back. That didn't go called, but hey, those things happen. Still got to make the play. We just couldn't pull that one off. So now it's 1st and goal from the 9. Gators coming out on this one in a shotgun once again. 2-back set, 3 wide. As they send the man in motion, have the snap. Richardson on the option. Gets a late toss out to Johnson, who speeds through and is going to get into the end zone. Montrell Johnson picks up 9 yards on that option. And that's going to be the first score of the day for the Gators here, getting a touchdown with just under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's going to basically cut our lead in half, make it a 13-6 game pending the extra point, as they did go on an 8-play, 58-yard, just over 2-minute drive. And that kick is up, and it's going to be right down the middle, so it's 13-7 here in Gainesville. As we check on what's happening at NC State, and they have retaken the lead from Maryland. It's 14-7 in the second quarter. Still a lot of football left to play there, but it looks like they may be starting to handle their business and try to lock away their key to the ACC title game. So now we come out on our ensuing drive. Here, 5.5 minutes remaining. Credible's going to be in a shotgun. Hands that one off to Ward. He's going to get hit behind the line and brought down for a 4-yard loss on that play. Trey Dean comes through and brings him down, and that was just not a good way to start your drive after giving up a touchdown. And that's going to put us way behind the chains here at our own 27-yard line. And so now we're going to come out in a shotgun formation, 3 wide here, 2 to the right as we got Ward offset left side. Gators bring a blitz, and we throw it to a receiver, and he gets knocked out of his hands. It looked like Malik McClain there just could not hold on to that one, and it is now 3rd and 14. You never want to be in a 3rd and long situation like this to a good team, much less the number 11 Florida Gators. So we're going to come out in a shotgun, have a snap. They rush only 4. He drops back. He's got Douglas down the sideline. Who cuts it up? He's at the 20. Douglas brought down at the 18-yard line. Ja'Kai Douglas, 54 yards on that one. Incredible, up in his yardage right there. He's now 8 of 15 for 121 yards on the day. It has been tough for him to find anyone, but Douglas just got in behind the zone, right there behind those linebackers. Those safeties had to follow our receivers, and he was able to make the catch wide open and get some additional yardage. And they're not going to mark him down at the 18. They're going to mark him just on the other side of the 20-yard line. But it is still 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Come out, 2 tight end set. Option, he hands it off to Ward up the middle. That's only going to pick up about a yard right there. Trayshawn Ward, he's got 11 rushes, or 11 yards on 7 rushes. Not really what you want to see out of your back at that point. So now here we come out in a shotgun formation, 3 wide. Well, pistol formation, 3 wide. And it's going to be an option once again. Hands it off to Ward. Big hole on the left side, and he's brought down after a gain of 9 yards. They don't give us the first down. They're going to mark it just shy of the line to gain, and it's going to be 3rd and inches here in this one. Big time play for the Seminole offense. We've kind of slowed. We've taken some momentum back, but we got to finish it off. Coming out, 2 tight end set pistol. Credible up the middle, and he goes down on his lineman, and they're going to give him the first down. He did reach the line to gain. It looked kind of suspicious there for a second if he was going to be able to make it, but they do give us that basically few inches needed, and now we have a 1st and goal situation from the 9. Credible's got 48 yards on 5 rushes so far, so pretty effective option day for him. So 1st and goal, it hands it off to Toafili going off the right side there, and he's going to be brought down for about a 1-yard loss at the 10-yard line. The Gators brought a blitz at the right time on the perfect side, and that results in a 1-yard loss right there. So we are under 2 minutes to go here in the first half as we are trying to extend this lead to make it a 2-score game. Now, Credible with the play action, drops back, fires it out to the right side, and Wilson has to play defender. Ontario Wilson played defender on that one and knocked it, basically got in there and knocked it out of the defender's hands. Or else that was about to be a sure interception. So the clock is stopped here, 1:41 remaining in the first half. 3rd and goal for the Seminole offense. 2-back set, 3 wide. Credible at the snap, drops back. He's got Ward on the option or on the screen pass, and the Gators read it perfectly, and they're going to bring him down at the line to gain. Man, they have been playing some stiff defense, and you see why it's been kind of tough to move the ball here today. Now on the field goal, it is going to be up and good. So we are looking at a 2-score game. 9-point difference right here. 16-7 is what separates these two teams, and we'll actually take that score into halftime. We are leading on the road. This is a big game for us. We have to keep it up. The last few games outside of Appalachian State, we've had some letdowns in the second half. We cannot have that happen today. These teams are a little too evenly matched here. We've made some good plays, and so have the Gators, but we can't allow ourselves to beat basically ourselves. It's that whole nobody makes us bleed our own blood, that kind of thing. But we've got to do a little bit better on the defensive side of shoring up those options. Richardson and his running backs are beating us pretty well on those. And that's what they use to move down the field to get their touchdown. And passing the ball is hard enough for our offense. We have 121 yards through the air and 67 on the ground. But look at Florida. It's 26 and 32 for pass and rush yards, respectively, along with their 1 turnover. You can tell this. As much as we've gotten yards, we just haven't gotten all that many points. We have put up 4 scores, so 3 field goals and a touchdown. But we're definitely going to need a lot more if we want to continue to win this game. Now here we are in the third quarter. We notice a little glitch where the scoreboard disappears on us just as we throw an interception to Marshall Jr. He's taken off down the left side. Credible's the last man to beat. He gets in and hits him, and McDonald brings him down. And so finally, The turnover we wanted to avoid all day happens. Jason Marshall Jr. comes up with the big-time interception. Stepped right in front of that. Thought we had the out pass. Unable to time it out properly, and he takes advantage and almost scores on a pick six. But credible with the effort. McDonald to finish off the tackle. And that's going to make it first and goal for the Gators here in the third quarter. Richardson is going to be in basically an odd-looking pistol formation. Hands it off to Wright. He's gathered up the middle. And Naquan Wright will be stopped for a 2-yard loss. On that one, that's going to make it second and goal here. Nowhere to go up the middle. Well played by the defensive line and our defensive tackles. Stepping up and holding their blocker in motion. Going with the run and making the tackle. So now second and goal coming up from about the 7-8 yard line. Richardson is in a shotgun. He's looking over the defense right now, trying to measure him out. He has a snap. He's going to hand it off to Wright to the left side, and Verse is going to get in there and bring Wright down for no gain. Verse almost jumped off sides there, right there at the first little hard count. But State maintains being onside and makes a great play. So here comes Florida out for third and goal. They are 1 for 6 on the day. And this is a big one, big stop by our defense needed. Richardson comes out with it, rolls out to his right. Briggs almost tries to make the tackle, but we force him to slide down. And that was a big-time stop by our defense. We really needed that. It is going to force them into a field goal position where, I don't think we're going to get the block. I'm not sure I've ever seen a block in NCAA, but that does limit the amount of points they can put up on the board. Now, taking a look at NC State, Maryland has stormed back. Tagovailoa has got thrown 2 touchdowns on the day. Jarrett's got 6 receptions for 143 yards. NC State has been bottled up so far since taking the lead early in the second quarter. And Maryland is putting it to him with a 10-point lead. So here we come out in the 16-10 ball game. Our scoreboard is back as we do an option keeper. Credible up the middle. He's got no one in front of him. Credible at the 20. He's going to score. You got to be kidding me. Just incredible into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just incredible with a just incredible offensive performance on that play as he kept it on the option and followed his blockers up all the way through. Then it was just pure power. You can tell they caught up to him at the end, but could not bring him down, and that's going to extend our lead back up to 13 points here. Now, Florida did obviously get the ball back after that score, and we were able to stop them. And here on a 4th and 1, they're going for a fake as they get the pass out to the left side. Justin Jones comes up and makes a tackle. Jadarius Perkins picking up 25 yards. The punter just threw that one out there quick. We were coming on the block, no one there to stop him. And Jones fortunately knocks him out of bounds and makes the tackle at the 27-yard line. So the Gators are on the move after that trick play. And so Richardson comes out in a shotgun formation. He's got one H-back with Wright offset to his left side. Sends Shorter in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Wright gets past the line, and he lowers his shoulder. And Naquan Wright picks up 11 yards on that carry. We have done pretty well to keep them bottled up for the most part in this game. But plays like that are going to happen. We just cannot panic whenever they do. So 1st and 10 for the Gator offense as they send another man in motion. Richardson has the snap. He's going to scramble out to his right. Dent hits him, and Gator comes in and brings him down for the sack. Woo! Wow, what a play by this defensive line to stick with the scrambling quarterback. Dent comes in and makes first contact, unable to bring him down, but Gaynor cleans up the mess, and that's going to be a 4-yard loss right there all the way back to about the 20-yard line as Richardson comes out in a shotgun once again, 3 wide set. He gets the snap. He hands it off to Wright off the left side, who's going to stiff arm his way forward for about 5 yards. Naquan Wright, he's got 65 yards on 17 carries on the day, and that makes it 3rd and 10 for this Gators offense. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter here as we are trying to stop them from coming back, something we struggled over the last couple of weeks. They drop it off to Wright on the screen pass, but Seminoles defense reads it effectively, and he's going to bring Wright down. Naquan Wright stopped for only a 1-yard gain. Richardson's only 6 of 13 for 35 yards with the interception. It's telling you, our defense has played outstanding here in this game, allowing only the 1 touchdown. And now they will boot a field goal through to make it a 10-point deficit for them. We do lead 23-10 here in Florida. Here still in the third quarter. Now in our next possession, we're going to come out in a shotgun formation here. It's going to be a handoff to Ward up the middle, and Trayshawn Ward unable to pick anything up on that one. Amari Burney with his second tackle for a loss. Ward's only got 20 yards on 9 rushes. It has been a tough go for him this afternoon. He's had over 1,000 yards on the season. So you know he's a very effective back. It's just this defense has game planned for him very well today. So now 3rd and 10 here from our own 41. Credible has the snap, scans over, fires it. He's got Wilson down the middle, and Wilson's going to be brought down after a gain of 17 yards. The Gators said, we're not going to let you run on us. You're going to have to beat us through the air. And Credible said, challenge accepted, as he hits Wilson coming across that middle right there and picks up a big first down. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. It's going to be a play action. Credible drops back. Fires it deep over the middle. He's got Jones is bobbled up. Jones comes down with it. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Tip drill touchdown. Jones bounced off his hands and the defender, but he maintains focus. He catches it and brings that one in. That was a big-time play by Jones, and we needed someone to step up, and he did. And that extra point makes it 30-13 here just at the end of the third quarter. And looking at NC State, they are still trailing by 10. Maryland holding on 31-21 as they have still been able to keep this NC State offense kind of smothered up and not letting them get too much going. So now after a stop of the Florida Gators, here we are a little later in the fourth quarter. 7.5 minutes remaining in this one. Credible rolls out to his left and just throws that one away. He thought he had a man, but unable to get the pass off in time, and that one is going to be incomplete, obviously. Make it 2nd and 10 here from the Gator 39-yard line. Credible comes out in the shotgun, 3 wide set. He's got the snap, drops back, fires it deep down the right side, and McLean, where was he going? We switched over to him to try to jump up and make the catch, and he doesn't even run towards the ball. I don't know if I hit that one wrong or just mistimed it, but we throw an interception. And here come the Gators. After that interception, we've given them some life, trying to shut it down. Our defense trying to step up. We bring a blitz. Richardson goes out, and Warner brings them down this time. Richardson sacked again. Warner with the sack. Some of these guys that are coming in for our main starters, like Briggs and Verse and stuff, to give them a little rest, they are making big-time plays just like Warner did right there. And that's going to make it 3rd and 7. They are 3 for 13 on 3rd down today. And this defense has done a great job at stopping them. Now on 3rd and 7, they drop off the screen pass. Lovett, he's going to hit him and bring him down. Wright only picks up 4 yards. They needed 7. They only get 4. Great play by Lovett to follow that one over there, to read the screen pass, and then to make the tackle. Now on 4th and 3. Big time stop right here if they're going for it. Richardson has the snap. Option keeps it. Jackson, shoestring tackle. They're not going to give it to him. He was an inch short. He picked up only 3 out of the 3.5 yards needed, and that would be all we needed, ladies and gentlemen. We drive down the field. Florida does not touch the ball again as we take a final kneel down right in front of their end zone and get this clock to 0 and walk out with a 10-2 regular season in our first year as Florida State head coach. Now, NC State losing, that throws some wild things into the mix, okay? It just does. Some other things got to happen, like Syracuse, we need them to make sure to lose again. Actually, I think I need Syracuse to win because they already have 2 losses. We have 2 in the conference, and now NC State has 2 losses as well, so it is going to be a 3-way tie for first in our division, with all teams having beaten each other. So whenever that happens, as usual, you go to your final ranking. So we will have to see what that's going to be in the next episode, and what happens, whether we hit a bowl game or we have a conference title game. So on that note, everybody, stay tuned for that one. Remember to subscribe if y'all have not subscribed already. And if you did like today's video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. as it really does help out the channel, and I do really appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons Gaming. So thank y'all for joining us. This was a fun, wild one. It's a great way to end season 1 with a big-time rivalry win over the Florida Gators. We'll see what basically the postseason has. Can we squirm our way into an ACC title game? Are we going to go to a bowl game? What is our fate that lies ahead? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the next episode. So once again, thank y'all for joining us. I will see y'all in that next episode. So as always, everybody, stay safe and well. Y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.